Welcome to Survival Theory. I'm at a rest stop in Ohio, a very small one. A few minutes ago I was the only one here. It's got these woods behind it, which is pretty cool. Lots of walking paths and picnic tables. So there's no real purpose to this video today. Just talk about a few things and show you what I've been up to in Ohio in my spare time. A few minutes here and there. Found some really cool tactical shops, survival shops, camping stores. I'll show you some things I got from there. And here, I'll show you around my my home for tonight. It's pretty cool. It is very secluded, and it'll be very dark and quiet tonight, which makes it potentially more dangerous. But I am armed, and I am in a truck with it kind of says don't mess with me to a certain extent, so I'm not really worried about safety. This isn't one of the main highway rest stops. It's pretty nice though. But why do I stay at this rest stop? Well, the way the economy is and the prepping I still need to do and some financial things I want to take care of, I can stay at this rest stop or another rest stop, or even like a truck stop, 2 to 4 times a week, and that's up to about $500 a week I can put in my pocket that I would have otherwise spent. Sometimes sleeping at these rest stops, it can be uncomfortable if it's particularly warm and humid, but by the next day you forget all about that. And just think about that extra couple $100 you got in your pocket. And I'll show you some of the things I bought with this extra money that I'm saving, that I'm able to spend on preps and camping gear. A new backpack. Yeah, so check this area out. It's pretty cool. Got all these woods over here. Yeah, don't go into those woods at night at a rest stop. I've seen the movies. I know what happens in there at night. So enough jibber jabbering. Show you some stuff I got. Alright, so I got this Molly 2 assault pack from an Army surplus store. And I'll put a picture of the place I got it from. It's in Dayton, Ohio. This was dirt cheap. Of course, the coloring kind of sucks for eastern woodlands or southern woodlands. But now Brent on his channel, he took this and dyed it a dark green, and it ended up looking really good. And then Survivor Metal Man did the same thing on his channel, and it turned out pretty cool. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to dye this and make it fit the environment. But these are pretty cool. I'm trying to do this one-handed. It's in great shape. It's got the pocket there. This zips open, it's got a pocket in that pocket. Straps all over the place. Now it's in very good shape. So at that same surplus, I found what I had been looking for. A sustainment pouch. So I now have 2 of them. That's great. And I went ahead and got another one. They're pretty cheap. They're in good shape. So now I've got 3 sustainment pouches. These are just fantastic. And I got this. This is only $4 at this place. They call it the waterproof clothing bag. Look how big that is. It's pretty awesome. It's in great shape. So I got that for $4. I don't remember how much this was. It was pretty cheap. Sustainment pouches. And then I got these knee pads. Some real GI knee pads instead of the Home Depot ones I had modified and spray painted. These are going to be much more durable, of course. Yeah, so I'll do the same thing that I'm going to do with the pack to these, and I'll dye these to get these a darker green, and I'll probably even camo paint this just to break up the color, so when I'm standing up it's not one big shape like that. So yeah, these are in great shape. $19.99. Did I pay too much? Heck, I think it's worth it. Yeah, so here's where I got these. Northside Surplus, Dayton, Ohio. Northsidesurplus.com. Pretty cool place. Pretty cool guy working the counter. So, yep. So that's all from the Army Surplus store there in Dayton. Then I found a camping store. Oh, what's this? And I found some interesting meal items. Check these out. Chicken gumbo from Good to Go, made in Maine. You know, it's got not too much fat. It's got a good amount of protein, a decent amount of calories, super lightweight. This one's a little bit heavier. This is Pad Thai, proudly made in Maine, from Good to Go. Now this has got 17 grams, less fat. You know, good stuff. Pretty lightweight, and I've never tried it before. And this really interests me. Look at this, Heather's Choice, field tested in Alaska, and it's made in Alaska. This is chicken mole with rice. And look at this right here. Calories. What is that? 530. That's pretty good. Protein, 36 grams. That's incredible. And fat, 32% of fat. That's great too. So this is going to be great on an outing. And I bet it does taste good. And I'll find out soon enough. From Alaska. It's not very cheap. $12.50, but you're probably getting 50% more than a Mountain House as far as fat and all that stuff, so probably worth it. And from that same camping store, look at this, Osprey Ultra Light Waterproof Dry Sack. It's a 12 liter, and this thing is light. What is the weight on this? Oh, here it is, 1.4 ounces. It was one of the lightest they had, and it's not made in China. It's made in Vietnam, which is better than China, especially right now, huh? The Sea Summits were made in China, and some of the other brands were made in China, but this is not made in China, so and it's lightweight. And I got some more Aqua Tabs. Can never have too many of those, and I actually wanted to have some with me because I don't have any. I have a very small amount of tablets with me in Ohio, so now I've got some. Probably not the cheapest price, but you know, I bought locally. I got to hold the package, look at it before I bought it. Sometimes it's cheaper to get things on Amazon, but I got to open this up, look at it, check it out. That's one of the advantages of shopping locally. And I think these are going to be great. And I'm going to make the most of this gear. And I'm looking forward to getting these dyed like Brent and Survivor Metal Man did. I'll probably do a video on that. Dang, closed. Cool. Closed. Dang it. And if you watched my hammock video, the hammock trip, you've seen this axe before. This Holtzbrook. Yeah, I love this axe. I did a little bit of sharpening on it. Getting it ready for the camping trip here in a couple days. I bought this at a prepping store in Dayton. I believe it was Dayton. Yes, Dayton. And I'll show you a picture of that place. They've got an online store as well. I got a few other things from there, but this axe was the coolest thing, obviously. Here's something else I got. I'll put a picture of the place I got these from. Now, these are the Danner U.S. Air Force boots. And let me tell you something, they're very tough. Very, very comfortable. I was wearing these for 2 or 3 days, and I would forget that I was wearing boots like this and wear them around the customers, not really realizing I was wearing boots like this, so I had to change into my other shoes. But yeah, they're very comfortable. $30. They're in great shape. $30. I mean, you can't buy a pair of garbage tennis shoes for that low. So that was a great deal. Danner USAF boots. Looking forward to wearing them. Well, it's getting pretty late at night. Pretty much here by myself. The maintenance guy leaves at 11. I'm tempted to take my hammock out in those woods tonight. I think it'd make a great sleep. Well, thanks for watching Survival Theory. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.